Now look, do not sing again until you have finished watching this video. Alright, look, so initially I had no plans to film this video because I thought that maybe by producing other kinds of content, you guys will naturally draw a conclusion based on the other contents that you've been watching, and you will realize this point. But I realized how important whatever I'm gonna say next will truly be, and I really wished that this message was told to me explicitly, especially when I first begin learning how to sing, because it is going to have a huge impact on your singing. And I figured that I have to film this video to tell you about this. You see, in this world, there are two kinds of people when it comes to making sound. Regardless whether is it talking, regardless whether is it singing, it doesn't matter. As long as you're making sound, there are two types of people. You see, the first group of people, they are the people who are stuck in their low, heavy, stubborn chest voice placement. And the second kind of people, they are killing it with their high, complete mixed voice vocal placement. Now, let's first talk about this low placement. Why is this low placement so dangerous? Well, if you are just talking and singing occasionally in your low placement, it's not a big deal. You can get away with it. You'll be absolutely, totally fine. But if you are to talk or sing a lot in this placement, then that's where the danger lies. Let's talk about talking first. If you're a CEO of a company, or if let's say you're doing a presentation and you always have a lot of presentations to do, then if you keep talking here in your low placement, do you ever realize situations where you feel that after talking for a while, your voice just gets really tired? It might not even be long. It might just be 30 minutes, 1 hour, which is honestly not long. But afterwards, your voice just starts to feel so damn tired. Have you ever wondered why is that the case? Why is it that some people, they can talk for hours and hours, in fact sing for hours and hours, and they are perfectly fine? Well, the reason is simple. You are stuck in a stubborn and heavy low chest voice placement when you're producing your sound, when you're talking. And if you're stuck here, then when you're singing, your voice will get tired very fast, especially when you're trying to sing those high notes. And if you have been singing for a while now, you'll be wondering, so why haven't I improved even after all this while? In fact, you might even feel, oh, why is my singing getting worse? I feel like maybe when I first began learning how to sing, I actually sounded better than now. Why does it feel so weird? Look, I felt all those feelings in the past before. Like, I was practicing so much, but at the same time, I wasn't improving at all. It just doesn't make sense. And sometimes you just feel very devastated.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine.
And you know, sometimes we lie to ourselves. We say things like, no pain, no gain. If it is not painful, then there's no gain, and therefore I'm not improving. I wouldn't be able to sing better. Oh no, don't hurt yourself like this. Don't. Training your vocal cords to sing better, it is not like going to a gym and creating micro tests in your vocal cords for you to get stronger. That's not how it works to sing better. And then you might even damage your vocal cords. But you see, that's still not a real danger. You know what's the real danger? Is when you are stuck in your low and heavy chest voice placement for so long that you become comfortable talking and singing in your low, stubborn chest voice placement. And you see, by the time you want to make a switch to the high placement to sing your high notes, your brain has already associated singing high notes with a low placement. If we package it nicely, we call it a bad habit. But if I'm honest with you, that is pretty much like an addiction. No different from drugs, cigarettes, or that gambling, no different at all. Then you might ask, if I feel comfortable talking and singing in my low placement, then why do I even need to switch to a high placement? Well, you don't have to. But that also means that you probably can't sing past G4 without your voice straining, shouting, pulling chest voice, or flipping into a weak falsetto. And if you're comfortable with that, you're not really into belting high notes and all that, then that should be fine, right? Hell no. You see, the low placement, it gives you a bad tone to your voice as well. And I can tell you, there's no particular singer that you like their tone, and those singers, they are singing in their low placement. It is almost never the case. The singers that we all love to hear, why do they have such a nice tone? It's because they are utilizing their high placement. You name it, Bruno Mars, Shawn Mendes, JJ Lin, Ed Sheeran, Sam Smith, Jungkook, Harry Styles, Niall Horan, anyone. So unless you're okay with just singing in low notes, and you're also fine with a poor tone to your voice, then you can just stay in your low placement. And also very important, the chances of your voice breaking is way higher when you are singing your high notes in a low placement. And case in point, take a look at this video of me performing back in 2019 when I was still stuck in my heavy and low chest voice placement. You see, most people, they just hear my voice breaking, but they don't see the back story of it. What do I mean? You see, before this actual performance, I practiced for 3 months. Yes, you heard that right. This song, I practiced it for 3 freaking months. And look at the end result. It doesn't make sense, does it? Well, it does, because as long as I'm stuck in my low placement, no matter how long I train, I'm not going to improve past a certain note. I'm not going to get stability in my voice. Why did I even shot this video today? It's because I was reflecting back on the mistakes that I've made in the past, and I realized how big and how important getting rid of this low placement and switching to a high placement as fast as possible really is for me back then, because it would have saved me so much time, valuable time as a singer, and then I would have improved much faster. When I reflect back further, it's really painful. 3 long years I was singing in my low placement, and no one really told me, none of my vocal coaches or the YouTube videos that I saw told me that the problem with me is not about the breathing or the support or whatever. It is really about the placement. And that is why, even though in the past I practiced a lot of vocal exercise, I was hardworking, I was driven to sing well, it almost just ends up as disappointment. Comment down below if you've ever felt the same way. You really have been practicing for a long time, but you just don't see the improvements in your voice that you think you deserve. I'm here to tell you that 99% of the time, it is because you are stuck in a low placement. And the moment you make this switch to this high, complete, mixed voice vocal placement, it is really going to change your singing, like how I've transformed my own singing in the past 1 year. And go ahead and take a look at my singing transformation video if you haven't seen that yet. Look, so really, the main message of today's video is to encourage you. I can't tell you, but I can encourage you to switch to a high placement immediately today. It is really a message that I wished someone would have told me. And I hope that this message I'm telling you, it really sticks with you and it motivates you to change your placement today. Alright, so if you would like to find out how do I switch from this stubborn and heavy chest voice placement into that high placement, I go in depth on exactly how to do that step by step. And also I'm going to tell you all the mistakes that I've made during my switch from this low placement to the high complete mixed voice vocal placement in my online course Complete Mixed Voice 1.0. So go ahead, if you want to learn how to switch to a higher placement. Get the course now. You'll save so much time when it comes to improving your singing, and you'll improve so much faster. And lastly, I really just hope that this video helps you out and it reaches you at the right time in your singing journey to help you break past that glass ceiling that you're currently facing in your voice. My name is JJ. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video.